So just about set now, and towing the slab. Be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9 over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front.
Oh, now a great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Now it's Mookie Betts. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Ripped to right, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
1-2 strikes.
Popped up. Machado should have this one. And there's 2 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Mookie Betts.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Teoscar Hernandez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Dodgers scoreless Padres coming up to hit. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Petco Park, today's starting pitcher, Lou Trevino.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That's way outside. And 1-1.
Boog Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but...
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Luis Ariz stands in. Up the middle. Betts. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
Down low, kicks away. Tatis up to third on the wild pitch.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
On the ground. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
First and second, 1 out. And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. Flares it into the outfield, and that's a fair ball. Here comes Machado around third. Now a long throw home. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Good defender. Runner takes off. Foul ball there.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Merrill, the runner at third. Sheets at first. 1 gone. And there's a rocket into the outfield. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Coming home. Lays the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 4.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. And that one fouled off. Sets him down looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Tyler Wade in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Next pitch is downstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. It's the Padres 4 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. Top of the second, and up to the plate is Will Smith. And he grounds one to the right side. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Here comes Max Muncy. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Merrill on his way over. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good. But outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. One error in the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Trevino. The team is a free agent. And a foul ball. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. And down on strikes he goes, and there's one down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Doubled in his first AB.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Right side, hard hit. Freeman over to first in time. And they take care of Tatis for the out. 2 down, bases empty. And here is Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that skips into dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. So they make short work of him there. We played 2 full. It's the Padres 4 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Tommy Edman.
Cease back to work. And downstairs.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swinging a foul straight back. Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Batting up, the center fielder, number 6.
And now the center fielder, Hesung Kim. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Edman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up right side. Nabs it, and there's 1 down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Swung on, belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Fought off foul.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
2 on, 1 out. And that's down and away. That one ripped. Way back there. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play. And it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it here. Set for the bottom of the third. Manny Machado up to the plate. And Manny gets a piece.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
That's to third. Throw on to Freeman. Machado is out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackson. Merrill.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-2.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
One out, base is empty. This one popped up. That one gets down for a hit. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
One out, runner at second. Next to hit, Gavin Sheets. There's the strike up high, 0-1. Merrill, the runner at second with one away. Popped foul out of play off to the right. That one the other way. Betts. There to beat him by an eyelash. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. Doubled his first time up. That one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
They say you win.
0-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Padres leave one, but they're in front 4-0. Back here in San Diego, new inning getting started. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Will Smith will hit next. That's off the mark. And that is ball 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. The other way. On to Bogaerts. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy at the dish. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one close, ruled a ball. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now Andy Pajes in the air out towards left center, and that'll do it. 1 left for L.A. Back here at Petco Park, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jake Cronenworth.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws across the diamond. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Wade in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The catcher, number 17, Diaz.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Elias Diaz. Struck out looking his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They lead 4-0. And we're back. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Oh, nice play. Throws from his knees. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Ha-Seong Kim. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1's the count.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's Mookie Betts. He is singled and he is flied to left. Swing and that ball smashed on a line. Drops into the glove and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth and the batter. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 78.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Whips on it, and it falls in. Passes third. He wants it all. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run. And now the DH, Luis Arias. Ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. In for a strike. And the count 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Line drive. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was been ready to get that bat through the zone.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Manny Machado, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Hit in the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jackson Merrill.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Arise stands at third with one gone in the inning. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. And now here is Gavin Sheets. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Cease back to work. Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. In the air out to center, and that'll fall for a base hit. Freddie across the score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1. So a man at first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Right through there for a strike.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one popped in the air, left field. One away.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 1 for 2. That clips the corner. Man at first, one away. Strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And it stays fair. Throw into third. In there safely.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Andy Pajes digs in now. That one misses. Ball one. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. In the air, center field. Merrill settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman getting ready to hit. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. One run across. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
The batter, number 6.
Hesung Kim now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Rips one to right. Tatis pulls it down, and that is that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 2. Back here in San Diego, and here is Xander Bogaerts. Short hop liner, handled it short. Slings it across. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Padres, the second baseman,
Jake Cronenworth will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. Fouled off left side. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed. Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 2 away now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
In the air, right field, Hernandez. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Adrian Morejon. He last pitched 2 days ago. And the batter now, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. On the ground to the left. And they get Ohtani for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's Mookie Betts now. On the ground right side. Sheets takes it himself, and 2 away to start the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Really important at bat coming up now.
So runner at second, 2 down. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in. Single. It's 5-3.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Wandy Peralta. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Here comes Max Muncy. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
0-1.
Two outs. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back. That's long gone. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 6-5. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1. Foul ball. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Diaz on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. You're watching. Back here at Petco Park. Set for the last half of the seventh. And here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Laser base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. And that one fouled off. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's to third. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. That's through there for a strike. Diaz over at second, one down. And fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the seventh.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down. Manny Machado. The next up, runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Gosh, that's just a terrible jump right there off first base. It really cost him. And it wasn't even a great throw, but it still allowed him to slap the tag on him just in time. Boogie, looked like it was you running or something. When you get off the blocks that poorly, you've got to be willing to shut it down and get back to first.
And Manny gets a piece. Struck him out looking. So one run in the inning on this base hit, and we're all even now at 6 apiece. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yuki Matsui.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss, strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Robert Suarez, the closer, is getting loose. Fastball for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. And a quick out, number one.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one ripped into right. Hauls it in for the out.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Wade makes the grab on the run. And we're back onto the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. And that misses. 1-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one the other way, and a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jeez. Stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That one ripped, but foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Hey, that's a really big RBI as he snags himself 3 bases in the process. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a base hit knocks in a run. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pajes. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Up next for the Padres.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler Wade. And that one clips the corner. Bogaerts at first, one gone. And that is out of play. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
It's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tatis waits. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Padres 8 and the Dodgers 6. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Fair ball. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
That's a little bit low. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Feeds to second. Out there. Relay to first. Double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So they're down to their final out. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Machado on to first. Ball game.
Plenty of runs to go around in this one. Not a great day to be a pitcher. These hitters look like they were having a lot of fun. It's like they knew what was coming.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.